Hello everyone, this is KimMeWyatt and welcome to this video. Hey y'all, what's going on? Um you guys, this I don't even know how to begin this is how y'all doing? Yeah, it must be something if I pull my phone out and I'm laying in this dog bed. You guys know I sleep in this dog bed, one or the other. There's two in this room. And first of all, like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Oh, man. Let me turn it back up a notch. Okay, because I have a big mouth, you know. Y'all, man. First of all, the music in the background that's playing is Keeper of the Holy Grail, Grail. I know every song. Richard Schulman. And I'm going to tell you how to look this up on YouTube. I can hit every note of this 12 point something minute song, y'all. From the key, it's bringing back so many memories. I'm almost in tears. What I'm gonna do is let y'all listen to about 5 minutes of the song. I don't have the copyrights to it or anything like that, but I've had this CD twice, and both times they got stolen. Many of my CDs, okay? It wasn't just this one. But y'all need some happiness in your life, man. I am appalled on naiveness or what is it called? Naivety? I don't know what the plural form of not people that are naive. I'm appalled. This is 2025, January, beginning of the year. Y'all, it is so many lost souls out here. But let me go ahead and turn this up so you guys can listen to this. Give this music 5 minutes of your time, please. And I'll be back. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad, y'all. I have my eyes closed. Beautiful. Okay, you guys, I'm going to turn it down a little bit, man. This is sad. You guys, this is one of the most beautiful pieces of music. I know every freaking song is stated on this CD. My son was literally raised on this music, on this CD, amongst other music. He loves my music selection, you know. And I know he's a gamer, and I know he's probably in there like, whoa, I haven't heard that in a long time, y'all. I first of all, once again, it's I can see the CD right now. You got the cover. It's called Keeper of the Holy Grail. There's about 8 songs on this, and I had other CDs by this gentleman. His name is Richard, common spelling, Shulman, Chul. Let's see, Man. I think this song on the CD is called Sacred Heart. Y'all, it's about 12 minutes long. And I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I'm going to turn it down a lot. Y'all, what prompted me to do this video is how naive people are, man. And how, and initial thought was, I'm going to go ahead and mute it. The initial thought, first of all, let me back up. Y'all, I am in here in this bedroom. Check. I am sitting in this dog bed. I'm sitting up. And lights are off. And it's could be a Kimme in the dark. I'm not for sure if I'm going to do that. I don't know, depending on how this goes. But I just got up to get me something to eat. Wasn't planned, you know. I really wasn't even hungry. Just it snowed yesterday and the day before, and God is good. I looked out and it looked like winter wonderland. And then maybe an hour and a half later, I looked out and I heard people outside, like kids were playing, and I'm like, oh wow! And it's freezing. I'm in Texas, Dallas specifically, and um, I looked out again and it's like no snow on the tree branches, on the grass. You guys, let me tell you something about Texas. If you ever move to Texas, be prepared with shorts, coats, jackets, just an array of clothing because you don't know what's going to happen. As a matter of fact, I remember I was in New Orleans one year and I called my mom, of course, you know, hey mom, what's going on? And she said it was snowing. And turned the TV on in the hotel, and lo and behold, not that I didn't believe her. I'm just saying, and the TV could have already been on. This was years ago, and yeah, it was snowing in Texas, and I've known it to happen since then. And this is April that it's snowing, so you just have to be prepared. Mostly balanced out. If it's hot, it's hot. Okay, if it's cold, it's cold. But other than that, those other days of the year, you just don't know what's going to happen. So I'm doing this video today, you guys. Let me go ahead and go in. Uh, it's a dual topic. video. First thing I want to tell you guys is, and this may also be in the romance and relationships. You know what? I'm not going to, I said this year I wasn't going to stop doing dual topics and focus on one topic, not because of the length of the videos, but because when you're doing multiple topics in a video, ranting or whatever, when it comes to where it can be categorized, you're putting one video in different, and if you have playlists, and I'm specifically talking about like YouTube platforms that will allow you to put your, content, categorize your content. Yeah, you're putting one video in two or three different, categories. Kimme covers, all of that. So I'm cleaning all of that up, you guys. So, I'm just going to go ahead and do this romance and relationships. Y'all stop being so damn naive. And I've said this before, but it's hitting my heart. A lot of things on the planet, in this world sits. I'm an empath, a heyoka, and so we absorb a lot of the things that goes on. We have a big old rock. We have a big old thing of something on our shoulders because we, first of all, cannot comprehend ignorance. We can't comprehend someone doing something to someone and that person has not at all harmed them. We can't fathom a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like common sense, you guys, is so, y'all. And I'm talking about even people, man. I'm talking about the ability for your common sense to kick in at times. It should be totally irrelevant. But then flip side of that is your common sense does not kick in when there's relevancy. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's so many people out here, man, focusing on shit that they shouldn't even be. It's just amazing. And I'm not saying focusing on like they're thinking about this every day, because that would be me talking about my gang stalking or doing this and doing. No. I'm talking about they give evil ass mofos a pass. Y'all can tell I'm going in. A pass, y'all. And the people, a pass to their heart, a pass to their brain, a pass to control them, a pass to do this, a pass to do that. They don't even realize it's happening, obviously. It's just like, in other words, you can have two people. One is astute, unwavering in faith, which is really irrelevant, but just this well-rounded person who tells the truth. Ding, But then you can have this other person, conniving, no good, two-faced, liar, will say anything, blah, 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 manipulative, narcissist. I can just go on and on and on and on to the break of dawn. I mean, this person, but here's the difference. The person that does not lie, that is real kind at the core of them, but just outspoken, tells how they feel, is the culprit. Because the other person, the other manipulative person, manipulative, I'm sorry, not mute, is very cunning and know how to do what they have to do to get what they want. Blah 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 blah. It's part of their makeup. It is whom they are. It's nothing but a thing for them to find a victim and latch on to that victim because that victim is giving them something. Maybe a place to stay, maybe compliments. It could be with a narcissist, with a narc, it could be an array of things. Narcs are going to get something out of a relationship. And I'm not talking about girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, I'm not just talking about those. I'm talking about any type of relationship that includes themselves. Okay. If it's, even with a niece or a cousin, they have got to gather and extract something from that relationship. If they can't do that, you're like, they don't even want to deal with you. Very evil, manipulative people. A lot of you, I'm fixing to step on some toes. And I'm going to talk about phone service. And I hope I remind myself about that. A lot of you need to heal. There's a thing called soul ties. Once, and I hope I put a disclaimer, remind myself to put a disclaimer on the video that this is going to be warning that there will be language and it's adult content. A lot of you, and it doesn't matter what age you are, you can be in your 60s and still be this type of person, okay? A lot of you have been in relationships, and because it was sexual or they were even in your aura, period, you have created a soul tie with that person. As a matter of fact, I have a series coming up called The Blue Cup in the Attic. Now, The Blue Cup in the Attic, not The Blue Cup in the Attic, back up. That's my other channel. And please go to my other channel at sign TBCITA or TBCITA by itself, or just type in The Blue Cup in the Attic. Please type all of that in, regardless of which one you choose, and click search, enter. I don't know what device you're using. Type the entire thing in if you don't see it truncating or popping up as you type, which is the norm for a search engine. I'm speaking specifically of YouTube right now. The YouTube search, that was showing that way, where if you type in TBC and then you got to the I, of course, my channel would come up. That has since changed. I have complained about it. And as a side note, Kimme Wyatt on YouTube, same thing. I complained over 3 years just to have my name in the search engine. I was there as with a channel. But when people would type in my name, KIMM, Jimmy, you guys know this guy, Jimmy Kimmel, in other words, would come up, and it's still happening in some cases, instead of me. When you type in KIMME, and then you have the last name Kimmel, KIMMEL, post your comments as to which one of those is supposed to come up first. I'm just saying. I can even be doing a description or a typing in a description or something or whatever, and no offense to this guy, Jimmy Kimmel will come up as my name, and the capital M is turned into a small m, and I'm like, okay, you guys, and I'm not saying this is Jimmy Kimmel doing this. I mean, I just did that for reference. You guys, to sum that up, just if you have a channel and you're a creator of some type, keep abreast of what's going on. You guys, these idiots can hack into your stuff in the background and do all kinds of stuff, so that's that. But I've taken the videos in reference to my gang stalking from Kimme Wyatt, and I am still transferring them over to the new channel, TBCITA, or @TBCITA, or, type in the Blue Cup in the Attic. And I'm almost done though. And you guys, while those videos, while I was still focusing on gang stalking on Kimme Wyatt, I came up with "The devil will truly flee." The devil will truly, in parentheses, flee. Truly, in parentheses, is me going in a way. It's gang stalking, target for gang stalkers and targeted individuals. But it's a timeline thing to where, and not all timeline. In other words, y'all just go over there, okay? The chances this will definitely be in the membership section. You have to have a membership because you guys have to realize we have to make money, okay? I am one of the most giving people on the planet. I am. But at some point, what gives? It's kind of like you're extracting blood from a person and they're just hanging by a string, yet that person was your little puppet the whole time. And, you're just continuously you're a vampire and you're taking things from that person. That's how I feel sometimes, you guys. So pay people for their content. And I'm not saying, send them a $50,000 check. I mean, now, if you got $50,000 to send, no. I'm just saying, pay people for, if you're listening to someone and you listen to them all the time, pay people for their content. Let me say this, and this is for anybody. I'm not just speaking for me. You guys, and not all the time, because it's a free platform. I'm speaking on YouTube. These social media platforms, if you don't want people to listen to it, don't post it. I get it. But you guys, if you are following someone and you really love their content and what they have going on, you guys, there's no excuse. $2 would put a smile on some of these people's face. Not because of the amount. No. It's because you were thinking about them. Simple. I'll never forget when I lived in the house that I grew up in, and I think I've said this before, and my uncle would oftentimes come by financially. My uncle and my aunt, they have been there for me, like you guys. Oh, and let me shut up because I don't want to go into tears. And my uncle, when I moved into the home, my brother was already living there. My brother was there before my mother passed away. I didn't immediately move in because I had my own place, Then I decided, okay, let me go on and move in the house. My mother left the house to me. I'm not there, and I'm not going to go into that. But one day, the electricity was off, and I had decided to get one of these per kilowatt plans or whatever, prepaid electricity, and electricity was off. And I'll never forget, it was like a Sunday, and my uncle's so loving, and my aunt, they have taken over as my paternal parents, basically. Although my dad and my mother divorced when I was younger, but I can talk to them, and although my uncle was side-eyeing me on my gang stalking, like, what is going on? Old school, and I clearly remember that house had and has a huge, big bay window. Most bay windows are curved windows, but they're huge and they're in the front of the house. But this was a bay window. I'll have to look it up one day. It has tickled my curiosity if that window in the house was included in bay windows, or was it just, big windows, and I say windows because it looked like one window, but in actuality, you can pull the screen, you can pull the door of the window back on the right side, and you can pull the door to the window on the left side. But it made one. There was this center that was no doors, but on the left and the right were not doors. Please don't think I'm talking about cabinetry. I'm talking about there were screens there, but you can pull it, get some, open it up. Okay, there was a screen there, and you can let air come in. So, in other words, imagine a window. Instead of it going up and down, it's going from left to right. Put it that way. So, a door, and it locked and all that stuff. And I remember, but the window was, from the left to the right. The whole unit was phenomenally lengthy, or width. And I remember looking out, and I'm familiar with his vehicles, and I saw him come in the driveway, and I went outside. But let me tell you what happened prior to that. Y'all, God is amazing. God is so amazing. God is truly amazing. God is truly amazing. God is truly amazing. My God is truly amazing. You hear me breathing in between, right? Y'all hear my voice. So in between the notes, something I normally don't have to do. But listen, no, oh, by the way, that was Denise Williams. God is truly amazing. I sing it all the time. You guys, when I went outside and everything, talking to him on the outside of the door. Let me hurry this up. 26:30 something in. I can't see because the phone's cracked. 26:37, and my uncle reached over in the seat, the passenger seat, and say, "Oh, I got something for you." But prior to this, this is what I was saying. The electricity was off. You guys, I had no electricity. And there was no electricity when I moved in the home. My little brother, Lord knows I love him. He had no electricity there. And so I'm skipping over some things because it's irrelevant. But we had electricity, but the electricity was off at this time, financially, and I'm like, this happened twice with my aunt and with my uncle. My aunt would go to church, and from church, she would, most times, 80% of the time, she would come by because her church was close to the home, and she would stop by. She didn't have to call because it was kind of standard, and as what I'm trying to tell you, my phone service was off. Probably attempted to call, but the phone service was off. In other words, broken than a joke. Didn't have two nickels to rub together. But the ironic thing is that my brother survived there without electricity for years, even in the coldest of the winters. And not that I was trying to do that, okay, but it is what it is. And he reached over, but before, I keep forgetting to say this, and God has always talked to me into some degree. He has. Never thought about it before. Guess I thought it was normal. You know what I'm saying? I'm finding I am so abnormal in my latter years. But as a kid, as an adult, it was always a part of me. So I never looked at my relationship with God as, went to church, grew up in the church, but I never looked at my relationship with God any different than someone else may have looked at their relationship. As growing up as a kid, I just thought I was just a kid that knew about God, grew up in the church. My mom made sure of that with us, and it is what it is. I never thought about divinity, his divinity in my life, until my gang stalking, and that has been going on for years. So I know my worth, knew my physical worth in the physical realm, but I sure in the hell know my worth now in the spiritual realm. Just as an example, and I'll get back to what happened with my uncle. I went to catch the bus this week. Yeah, I think today's Saturday, maybe. Yeah, this was like Wednesday. And I just so happened to look up in the sky, y'all. Now, mind you, I didn't catch, I normally will catch my bus in the afternoons, in afternoons, after 12, because it's cheaper, instead of doing all day. And, and I may have just gotten up at 10 something, so it works out. And I just happened to be at the bus stop, and I looked up in the sky, and there's the moon, translucent, but you can see the shape, but it was 2 something in the freaking afternoon. And as a matter of fact, I have the video on this phone, but this phone is totally cracked. So I couldn't tell. I was saying it in the video. I can't tell if y'all can see this. Then I have a video that's already posted, the 3 moons, full moon, 3 full moons. Y'all, and I said in the video, can y'all see this? Now, with the phone being cracked, it just looked like I was trying to angle the phone, and the sky was as clear as a bell. I mean, just clear. But with all the cracks, I couldn't tell if you guys could see that. So I do have to, I'm going to look at it. If you can't see it, I'm not going to post it. I might still post it because it was there. And I'm like, why is this moon out at 2 something? It was, you guys, my bus came at 2, whatever. It was 2 something in the afternoon. Okay. Trust me. And I just so happened to look up, waiting on the bus, and there's the moon. 3/4 of a moon, not a full moon. 3/4, but you can see the round. I mean, even with at 3/4 of a moon, you can still see that. You can finish the circle. Okay, you can still see where it would normally go. And I was like, what is this moon doing up here in this sky at 2 something in the afternoon? And you guys, to be honest with you, I don't even think it's showing in the video. I got to look at it from I can't tell from here because the screen's cracked. Just as an example. So I've always had this connection with God. I've told you guys several times, my best friend said something when I was making a comment on something. She said, you got that connection. You hear my chakras, my throat chakras, y'all hear that? A lot of us are going through that. Like, people really think they can shut you down, which is what this video is actually about. And I'm getting to it, y'all. And she I don't even know what I was saying. What the H backwards 3 L was I saying? Anyway, she told me, you got that connection with God. It's amazing how other people see that you have a connection with God and you weren't seeing it. You're just being yourself. You're funny. You love to have fun. You laugh at stuff. You'll front someone out if need be. You know what I'm saying? You just being yourself. And she brought it to I was worried about something not to be really, really worried about, but back in the day, it could have been anything. And so I'm saying all that to say this, you guys. When my uncle, before he came, I was crying. And because I couldn't talk on the phone, I couldn't call anybody to come see me because my phone was off. I had no electricity. Just broke. And, I got to say this, you guys, most of my brokenness, my finances, I'm going to say my finances, period. And a lot of the people that are going through gang stalking and targeting, it's the gang stalkers and those targeting people. You just don't know. You smart as hell, but nobody can say anything to you. Blah, 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 blah. You're on your shit, man. And you're right. You were that person. But it's not what you know, it's what you don't know. That can bite you in the $$. Y'all hear me? You can cross all the T's and dot all the I's and make sure that you stay in this lane and stay in your lane and you don't get in people's business. You just this world-rounded person. Like I was about to say, you don't get in people's business. And don't want anyone in yours. And, just that well-rounded person will help someone in a minute. But in the background, y'all, in the background, the wolves were crossing the fence, coming across the fence in droves. At the end of the day, you're chosen. You don't know you're chosen. You don't even know what the hell chosen. Chia. No, just all this chosen stuff, empath and golden child, and I know about the golden rule. I don't even know what the golden rule is. I just know it has something to do with China, Asia, or something, and it's called a golden rule. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm just being myself, as I stated. You guys, there's a lot of things that I am when I have these labels stamped on my forehead. I accept those labels because it's all true. It's so much stuff that I see, y'all, that you would not even believe. And I have to brush it off because I'm used to it now. May have been seeing things. No, it's heightened. It's heightened now in my older years. Yeah. Yeah, because if I seen some of the stuff that I see now, I would have been like, oh, wow. Now it's to the point it doesn't bother me. I don't tell you guys everything because, which is the purpose of this video, everyone is not going to be receptive of new information. And some people are not going to be receptive of what they don't know because they didn't see it. It didn't happen to them. And you're pretty much a liar. Okay. You're pretty much looked at as some type of liar because that's impossible. How, and they're not realizing they're used by Satan, witches, warlocks, voodoo priests and priestesses. And, they don't understand, which you have to step back from them. You know why they are thinking the way that they think because of what's on them, voodoo, witchcraft, etc. So you have to step back from those people and still love them and let them figure out shit for themselves. That's just, that's sad because you love them, but this is the world we live in. If you don't have time to take, if you don't have, y'all heard that? If you don't have, if I can't have 10 minutes of your time, you can't have 1 minute of mine. Excuse me. Okay. And it's a trade-off. Okay. You do you, I do me. I love you. Hopefully you love me. Don't seem like it or whatever, but whatever. You just rock and roll with it. And as a gang stalking victim, I'm telling you guys, even though this video will be in the romance and relationships playlist on YouTube, rock and roll with stuff, man. Rock and roll with stuff. Let it go. So I was crying, you guys, about my, and if not crying, I think I was about to cry. That's what it was. And I'm a strong person, but I'm like, I kept thinking, I don't have any money and I can't pay the electric bill. I can't get electricity, because it was a prepaid plan. And the sun is about to go down. No problem, because I love peace of mind. That wasn't the issue. But just thinking about finances, and I've always had money, and I'm like, what is going on? Gang stalkers. And I'm gonna leave that right there. I did not know shit was going on in the background in my life. Did not know witchcraft and voodoo and hoodoo, chew-do and you-do and all of that was going on in my life. And I'm talking going all the way back to 2004, man. I had no freaking clue. I'm woke. I am so woke. I'm woke. And God said to me clear as a freaking bell, don't cry. I think when I was opening the not the blinds, there were not blinds. There were not any blinds on this window. It was a custom made. My mom was over the top, y'all. It was custom made draperies. Okay. And they were closed, and I was opening them up to let the sun shine in, and And God said to me, clear as a bell, don't cry. Your uncle is on his way. Did y'all hear what I said? And I'm surprised I didn't cry when I said that, because I have cried telling this. Don't cry, your uncle is on his way. Just like that. Okay? And I said, I literally put my big girl panties on and straightened my back up and stuck my chest out, because I knew what I heard, and I knew what I felt after I heard it. I knew it to be true. Just like now, there's an ignorant ass. Do y'all hear that horn blowing outside? This is what I'm talking about. This is what this video is about, y'all. When I get to the topic, that's what I'm talking about. Cameras in here, they see me doing a video, boop, 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 right here on the side. Ignorant ass, childish ass mofos that never grew up. Want to be seen, want to be a part of what you got going on, and they don't realize, woo woo. I'm a chandelier. You a light bulb. Okay? We don't match. Get over yourself. It's cold outside. I would never be outside, whether you're doing it. You can do this stuff in the inside too. I would never be messing with my fucking key ring to be seen, okay, to be heard, or to get that in someone's video to let someone know I see you. I mean, no, I want to say, y'all, God, can I count it off, man? You let James Brown do it. I'm sorry, y'all. No, bitch. What would make you think we're on the same level? Never. You're ignorant. You are so fucking ignorant. And I am appalled, pissed that you would even think that we're on the same level. Y'all, it pisses me off. When you got people that do stuff like that, making sounds and wanting to be seen and childish. And what the bring it down. What on this got? Y'all listen to this. Okay, I just wanted y'all to hear that. I can do that, y'all. Sound like a cat. What makes people think that y'all on the, and they know they're not on your level. They know. But they just want to be a part of what you got going on. Okay. Step the fuck back. You're a nuisance. You're ignorant. You're stupid, childish, immature. What the fuck makes you think that we're on the same fucking level? You know we're not. Which is why you're trying to stay or stick around. Y'all, listen. Stay in your New Year. Stop trying to. Okay, Okay. Y'all, know your lane. Stay in your 2025. Stay in your mother fofo lane, man. Look at yourself in the mirror and look at how fucking ignorant you are. What the fuck would make you think that a person would want to hang around you? Think about that. Damn it. That wasn't planned. That wasn't, I ain't never, that's not even one that I thought I'd throw it in there though, little icing on the cake. Why do people, and y'all, this is perfect. I'm so glad they blew the horn, because it's not that they're blowing the horn, bump, bump, bump. They get outside right here on the side of this, y'all, whether they're physically in the car or doing it from an apartment, stupo. stuck on fucking stupid. Trying to get a rouse out of you. Oh my God. I'm gonna do this and narcs. Narcissist. I don't like what you're saying right now, so I'm gonna interrupt it. I've gotta be seen. Okay, I'm Fonzarelli without the jacket. The Fonz from Happy Days. Y'all, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. I just don't have the jacket and the black hair slicked back, and the comb and the motorcycle and the attitude. You don't have shit that Fonz had. Fonzarelli was fine. Y'all hear me? Henry Henry Winkler, a sweetheart. Believe it or not, Henry, that was a character. Henry Winkler was nothing like the character that he played at all, and he did a wonderful job. And I think Henry is still living. And here is I bet you didn't know, Three's Company, for those old schoolers. Look up Three's Company on YouTube and you may get, look up one of the episodes and you just might want to see all of them if you're a younger person, because Three's Company was, and almost, we had it going on. I'm just going to say, we were kids and growing up. But Three's Company was 3 roommates, 2 females and a male. And one of the male was named Jack Tripper. And he was a chef. And then you had Janet and Chrissy. And I can see Chrissy right now. And I can see Janet DuBois. Uh, and that was his best friend, supposedly. Henry Winkler. And the guy, he's deceased now, the one that played Jack Tripper was actually Henry Winkler's best friend in the real world. Okay. And so when you see Henry Winkler, who played in Happy Days, this tough guy on a motorcycle, and with the comb and combing his hair back and all that, you know what I'm talking about. Like a grease monkey is, and I don't know why that just came to me. You know what I'm saying? A grease monkey would mean, they got their hair in their hair. They got that oil in their hair and they're combing their hair back, one of those things. And I just started combing my hair back and y'all cannot see me pretending like I had a comb in my hand. But then Jack Tripper, AKA, and I know his name, his real name. I just can't. Oh my God, I know his name. But I can't think of it right now. So moving on, I'll post it as a pinned comment if I remember or think about it. But they were best friends in real life. But his character, however, was a mild-mannered, loved the women, went on dates and had women coming by the place and all of that. But he had a really mild-mannered personality. 2 total opposites when it comes to the characters that they played. But in real life, they were best friends. Who would have thunk it? When I found that out, I was like, wow. They are nothing alike, but actually they were alike. They were actors. So after crying, you guys will get back to that, or about to cry. I don't know how it went. My uncle, within 25 minutes, my uncle pulled up in the driveway. Yeah. I was going to say, how did God know that? No. Are you serious? He's the one who orchestrated it. Yeah. Happened with my aunt as well, his wife. Same situation. Distraught, no money. Here comes my aunt pulling up in the driveway. He said the same thing to me. Now with her, I could just sense that she was coming. I said, I know my auntie's coming. It was a Sunday. I said, I know she's coming. She's coming. She's coming. Then at some point, I'm like, maybe she's not going to come. Excuse me, I had to burp. Sorry. Maybe she's not going to come. And then I'm like, yo, she's coming. But it was all God orchestrating that I'm his daughter. Mm-hmm. You guys, when I went out to that truck, to my uncle's truck, to get back to that, and I'm on the outside of the door. I didn't get in and sit down or whatever. And I'm talking to him on the outside. He let the window down. He said, "Hey," and my family's a kissy family. You know, we'll kiss each other on the jaw, or and most of us, you know, or sometimes on the lip. That's just how my family. I raise my kids that way. I always kiss my kids on the lip because I figure if you can't kiss someone on the lip. Now my mom. Now I wasn't raised that way. My mom. I never kissed my mom on the lips, but I have a cousin, one of my first cousins. If we saw each other, we kiss each other on the lips. It sealed the deal. Like, I got love for you, and I know you have love for me. Hey, Cassandra. I got to talk to you, girl. I really do. I do have to talk to my cousin. I have some things to talk to her about, but so it was no big deal for me to see my cousin and right on the lips, smack dab on the lips. My kids, right on the lips. Um, and what he said was, "Oh, we were talking, and then he said, I have something for you." And he reached over and picked up a bag, and I saw it was something heavy in the bag because it was kind of sinking down, but it wasn't a lot in the bag. And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "What is this?" And he gave it to me. And you guys, and some of you already know what I'm going to say because I've told this story before. It was 2 candy bars, king size. Okay. Now I've said the brand in the other video, but I don't get paid for brands. You have to pay me for it to, sometimes I'll slip and say a brand, but it was 2 candy bars, which at the time was my favorite, or at least one of my favorite candy bars, but it was a king size and it was 2 of them. And I started crying. And he looked at me and he said, "Why are you crying?" And I said, "Uncle Blank, it's just because you were thinking about me." Yeah, it don't take much. It don't take much. I see people, I don't even celebrate in this Christmas. Now, when I get back to where I am going to put on my Christmas lights, man. I look Halloween and Christmas. Oh God. When I get back to life, yeah, Christmas tree and all, but you probably won't see anything under it. And I'm going to tell you why. If I had $1 billion in my life right now, I would do all of that. Probably have some live reindeers in my yard. But I would not celebrate Christmas and help or celebrate for retailers. When nobody really knows when Jesus Christ was born. Like, you're going to put a date on that. But most importantly, we are supposed to celebrate the birth of Jesus every day. So it is mostly, and a lot of us are realizing this, it's a holiday for people to spend money, and most times they don't even have the money to spend. And here comes your credit card bill, and here comes whatever, and you're gonna sacrifice paying your this and that for whatever. I just had someone laughing because I clearly remember I told this just recently to 2 different people. I said, "You know what? I remember," and speaking on fish for retailers, and it's a holiday for retailers to make profits and put a little more money in their yachts and things like, you know what I'm saying, if that's the case. But there are some people, small businesses, and hey, not knocking it down. I have small business, but my thing is, I had people laughing, 2 different incidences, but the same topic. And I clearly remember my dad. Oh boy, was he special. I mean, in a good way. My dad had me in the alley. And of course, you cross the street. It's an extent. The alley's on the other side, but the streets that we lived on separated the alley. One side. As a matter of fact, we paid, I found out, for the pavement of our side of the alley. My father and my mother did, because it wasn't paved. So anybody living in that house, enjoy that concrete, okay, in the alley. And it wasn't all the way around. Cars used to be able to come through there. we it was so weird. We would be sitting in the den, and you would see a car. And you're looking through and sitting in the den. We had a living room and a den, and if the not blinds, if the curtains were open or whatever, and you can look back there, and it was a pasture back there as well with apples and all kinds of stuff, y'all. And but the alley was in between our fence for the backyard. Then there was the alley, and then there was this pasture, you know, and cars used to be able to just drive through the alley in the backyard, you know, right there, and you would see them coming. It got to the point of being kind of eerie, because you would have to see the house, like, dang, you know. And it's eerie now because, you know, asphalt, I mean, rocks, here's rocks, and the whole pavement changed because of over time, where there's just grass, you know, dead grass and stuff, and cars couldn't come through, and, you know, not grass up to your head, but I'm just saying, you know, how time would change things. And so no cars were coming through or anything like that. But you know, as a kid, you know, in hindsight, to see cars coming through there that close to your backyard, you know, in hindsight, was a phenomenal thing. And then they would go around, and it made a little curve, and you know, at the point of our fence, you know, there was a curve. The fence was a square, you know, a point, but the pavement, you know, the grass, that part was not paved. It was just grass and rocks or whatever. You know, they had to make a little curve right there to go around, and they went on and finally got on the side of the house and hit the street and went left or right. Okay, so yeah, when I think about that, it's like, boy, that was really weird. Like, cars, you know, coming through there. Okay, y'all. And this wasn't your average alley. Okay, put it that way. It was an alley, and the other side of the alley where they were coming from actually went to the other end of the street. You know, y'all would have to be there. Okay. The street where our street ended. That's where if you went down the alley and the other way, that's what you would end there. Okay. So when I sit up and think about that as a kid, you know, like these big cars coming through there, and they can literally, and you know, some of them, you know, they would stop, you know, because it was just a weird thing. Okay, so, you know, they're coming through, but they're slowing down, or, you know, people are weird. So anyway, I cried to sum that up, 57 in, and he asked me why was I crying, and I said, you know, it was because you thought about me, you were thinking about me. So let me get into this, you guys. And I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Please post your comments, like, share, whatever. I want to say something to you guys about technology and relationships, and that's probably what this will be called. You guys, we wake up. We live, I just spoke on it, ignorance, stupidity. Don't be stupid in a relationship, y'all, that has dissolved. In other words, there are women out here, and men, I'm speaking on witchcraft. There are, or evilness. It don't even have to be witchcraft, but okay, I'm thinking of something. Some people practice witchcraft, okay, and warlocks or male witches. And they are out here in droves these days, harvesting your energy to manifest shit, you know, and that's a whole different topic. But when you break up with someone, get a new phone. Especially if it took you a minute to see the evilness of that person. And you're probably still seeing it, and it just went over your head. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? There are people who, getting back to those two people that I mentioned, you got a person who's outspoken, lots of self-esteem, don't mind speaking their mind, will curse you out in a minute. Kimme Wyatt. Then you got this person who's reserved, to some degree. They may smoke weed. Kimme Wyatt doesn't smoke weed. They may do things that, you know what I'm saying, this is their personality, but at the core of them, they give you this idea, or they have a fake ass persona that they are the sweetest thing on the planet. Guess which one of these people you're going to hate? You're going to throw chunk rocks at? Me. When in the harsh reality is, I'm the one that got your back. Now, I'm not taking this video personal. Please don't think that. I had to use myself as an example because that's the type of person I am. But when it gets down to it, I'm down like 4 flat tires. We're down like 4 flat tires. Yeah. Don't let me know you need what? Okay, that's what you need. Okay. But also, which is another reason for this video, my play sister just got in contact. I got in contact. She got in contact with me. I got in contact with her because I don't, keep my battery in my phone or anything like that. And she doesn't know my new number and all that. My play sister asked me to, and I hope she listens to this video because I'm not a punk and I'm not making closure with her either. But I have to put her on blast right here. Sis, make a long story short, she posted on my videos, to contact her. And I did contact her. My sis knows, if she doesn't know anything, I can decorate my ass. Y'all. Woo. I'm talking where you would think, did she do that? No. I really love to decorate. I'm talking, I can take a pillow somewhere, you guys, or I don't even, I lie. I can take a pillow, meaning not physically take it, but as, symbolically. I can take a pillow, the pattern of a pillow, just look at it, and I don't even have to have it with me, and I can fill your whole room up with shit. Okay, seriously, just damn good at it. And where people are coming like, damn, seriously, can match colors up without them even being anywhere remotely close to each other, but turn out to be the same shade of fuchsia, gray, whatever it is. And I don't have to have anything there, just blessed to be able to do that. And matter of fact, I remember somebody, I think it was my ex-best friend or something. I remember her saying, I don't see how you able to match stuff up and you don't even have to have the picture, for instance, whatever she said. I could just look at the picture and say, okay, I got it. It's in my memory bank. So my sis let me know. I'm not going to tell you everything we talked about because that is my play sis, and it's between she and I. And she was moving and she needed my help to move and everything. And I obliged. I told her that I would call her after the holidays, the holiday. But then I said, okay, holidays, since, Christmas had come up and everything. And I haven't called her yet, y'all. The day is the 10th. Kimme, that's mean. No. It is mean. And I am going to call her, and I'm because if I tell you I'm going to do something, she knows my word is my bond. There's a reason for that though. So my sis, you guys know I had to move out of I had to move. I was only supposed to be there a year. Did not like the place at all. But pressed for time. And I had to find a place. And then my sis, this same person, drove me around everywhere looking for y'all. So trust me, if she hears this, sis, I love you. There is a reason why I am not talking to you like I normally do. And I have discussed that with you in our last conversation, beguiling. Let me tell you what happened. So I do have to say this. And so I had to move all of a sudden. Now I was going to move anyway. I was supposed to be there a year. Here comes COVID. Y'all know how it went. So I ended up being there 4 years, to sum that up. And all of a sudden, I get a notice on. It wasn't on my door. The assistant manager was. I just so happened to be outside, and she gave me this notice that I had to move. 30-day notice. And I'm like, what? 30-day notice. I'm like, wow. So I wanted 60 days. I don't care about moving. I'm up out of her anyway, but give me 60 days. It was denied. Sum that up. I had to move out in 30 days, but the manager and I were pretty close. We were. Had just met her 5 managers since I've been there, and she had just Hispanic lady. We were pretty close, but I also know these idiots will don't like, they're jealous hearted, especially this idiot warlock that remains above my head. I knew any kind of relationship that anybody that I get in a relationship with, family or friends or whatever, and it's being productive, it's helping me in some kind of way. He's going to cast spells. Y'all heard that? God, he's going to cast spells. He's going to do some shit. And I knew when my 60-day request was, first of all, I didn't have a lease. My lease was up. I was month to month. Okay, ding. But I knew that he has something to do with it. I was like, okay, liar. Even though I know it's fire. He can lie his butt off. Just narcissist. Sum that up. And I said, somebody, and it may or may not have been him, but I know he had something to do with it. But then again, it was so much going on at that time. I don't know. So when I got ready to, you hear me? When I got, y'all just listen to me talk. You're gonna be like, oh my God, that's witchcraft. And a lot of us, some of the tarot readers are doing it. It's called your throat chakra, messing with your throat chakra, because they don't want you to tell what you're telling. Okay, they got so much power. They think they have so much power that they can stop you from talking. Come on, y'all. Keep all that shit in the spiritual realm, will you? Because it don't work in the physical. So moving right along. So my sis, when I called my sis to tell her that I had to move. When I called my sis to tell her I had to move, and that's 107 in. Let me hurry up. Phone rings. She picks up. I said, hey, let me call my sis, because, I don't talk to anyone except for my aunt and uncle, and my best friend has passed away. So he's out, and, let me call my sis until I have to move, Not that I was going to go stay with her or anything, just keeping, I wasn't talking to her much anyway, because I don't keep my SIM card and my battery in my phone. So she knew what was up with that. And I even told her prior to this, I said, sis, I'm really working on my stuff, my skin and hair care line, working on myself and everything, nothing personal, working on myself, but, just getting it all together. And I said, I'm not going to be talking to you as much as I didn't even hardly talk to her that, much then, maybe 4 times a week or something, And, but I had to let her know, don't take it personal, because I'm going to be working. Okay. And she knew that. So I said, let me call my sister, tell my sister I have to move. Ring. Hello. Hey sis, I was just calling to, girl, where your stuff at? Huh? Where's your stuff? Now, I'm like, I knew what she was talking about, but I was like in denial as well. Like, huh? I said, what do you mean? Where are you going to put your stuff? Where are you moving? Or where are you going to stay? Hold on, back up. Now, at this point, you know what's going through my head, because didn't I tell you I got a letter all of a sudden where I had to move? Wink, wink. So at this point, I'm like, how would she know that? Now, in her defense, one day dropping me off or me coming out to see her, and she came to visit me off times, and come to find out one of the guys in my building, they knew each other. And I had to remind her when I talked to her this last time that they did exchange phone numbers, or he got her number, she got his, I don't know, because I had come back into the apartment, and when I walked out, that was the conversation I was hearing. Let me get your number. Let me get your number. Or one of them. I don't know, irrelevant, and somebody they had the phone out, whatever. Okay. She was denying it. No, I didn't give him my number, because I said, well, you might have been getting him. I don't know. But somebody was getting someone's number when I walked outside, and I was approaching the car, and, I saw two phones out. And she had already told me that they knew each other from wherever. They know some of the same people. And she's been consistent in that. So I just stopped talking to my sis. Because my thing is this: how the hell did you know I had to move and I didn't even tell you? Huh, Paul? y'all remember that cartoon? Yeah. How did you know I had to move and I didn't even tell you that I had to move? I don't even talk to anyone. This is what she did when I asked her the question. Oh, let me call you back. Wait a minute. Not only do you know I have to move, you trying to call me back? I waited and waited and waited. Of course, I called her back. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. Did I say ring, ring, ring? I'm calling her back. She didn't answer. I even text her. She didn't respond to the text. And I'm going to say, if my sister was not going to be able to respond to you, like she's on the phone, she's going to send you a text to let you know, I'll call you in a minute. I'm on the phone. She didn't even do that. So I didn't talk to my sis for a minute, and then she's been leaving messages on my videos. So when I did call her, because she requested it, something she had said and posted on my videos, I said, okay, this has been going on for too long. Let me call my sis, my play sis, and tell her, what's going on, because I can't tell you guys to do something and I'm not doing it myself. And one of the things that I taught my sis, just talking to her over the years about different things, is closure is important. Closure is critical. Don't ever leave someone in the dark and not let them know what the fuck happened in y'all's relationship, friend, whatever. If you both know what happened, go your separate ways. But in other words, don't just ghost someone for no reason, because everyone deserves closure. It's free. Okay. But I didn't do that with her. I just stopped talking to her because I was like, kind of some stuff that I was feeling already, kind of sort of like, and it was just like, okay, So without going into details, I was like, okay. So she didn't tell me, she didn't call me back, and we didn't talk to each other for a little bit. I had to go to the shelter. So when I'm talking to my sis this time, like I told you, I would get in touch with her. I asked her, I said, before I go further with you, before I do anything, tell my baby, that's my sugar lump, I'm like his second mom. I said, tell him to leave out of the room. So she said, she called us, she told him he was right there and to leave out the room because I wanted to talk to her about something. And I wasn't going to curse or anything. I just didn't think it was something he needed to hear. And he loves his Annie, And I said, sis, I said, remember when I called you to let you know that I was moving? Yeah, because it's been a minute. I said, and I was about to tell you I had to move. How did you know I had to move? You never to this day answered that question. Now, she didn't get off the phone this time. She said, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember, which could be a valid answer because, it's been a minute. But I haven't talked to my sister to sum that up. And this is relevant to what I'm talking about with relationships, y'all. I haven't talked to her since then. I didn't call her to tell her I would not be helping her. I haven't done that. But once again, I'm a big girl. I'm going to call her and let her know. But the whole time after I talked to her, it maybe within hours, God was like, don't do it. Or my subconscious, don't get back involved with your sister. Don't do it. You're on a mission. You have to get with her later. You can't let anything interrupt. All this stuff is going through my head. Totally true. I want to help you, and she knows I will help you because I'm going to tell you, my sis has been there for me. I've been there for her. We've been there for each other. So helping each other is not an issue. And she knows I would be there with bells on to help her. She knows that. But she was moving and she wanted me to help her move. And I thought, this was my final thought. And this was ongoing since the day that I talked to her. This was before the holiday. My final thought to where I didn't call her and hadn't called her is this. Sis, I didn't even have a roof over my head. But you're fixing to move into a place, no jealousy, no, listen to me. And you want me to help you move into another place when it seems to me you didn't even care about letting me know that you knew I had to move. I mean, if that's the case. Something's not right with that picture. And now you're telling me you don't know how you knew that? And I even mentioned the guy. I said, well, I know. I said, no big deal because I know you know the guy. People in the building, knew I don't talk to this guy. I didn't talk to this guy. People in the building knew I had to move, but she said no. She flat out said no. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him like that. It's just we knew some of the same people, and which she had been consistent with that, like I said. So how did you know that then? That was the only way that I know you could have known that. So I had my red flag up. Sis, I will be calling you one day. But it's 2025, dear. It hurts me to not be there for you. It really, truly does. Because, she was talking about we're going to cook and y'all, we do it up. I love my sis. If I saw her right now, I would give her a hug. So what I'm saying, please, y'all don't take it personal. Don't be like, that's where she gets none of that. Because in the future, I plan to talk to my sis. I got to get my shit together. It has nothing to do with her. No competition. I have to get my life together. And y'all, I'm going back to the topic, what I was saying at the beginning. Sometimes you got to let people go so you can move on. And then Oprah Winfrey was wonderful at it. I'm not mimicking her, but she just came into my light. Oprah Winfrey had to do this. She had to let people go. You got to let people go sometimes because it's all about time. You are wasting time, precious time with someone. And when you could be using that time to be productive in your own life, having fun, loving the conversation, just love talking to them. But you guys, there's 24 hours in a day. When I'm on a mission, I can't speak for anyone else. I'm on a mission. I don't really want to talk to anyone, like that every day, and no, I have shit to do. I know how to separate it. Some people don't. Not her. I'm not talking about her. I'm saying I know how to do it. Some people don't, And I decided to back the fuck away from the situation because the thought came in my head after hearing from God, after hearing my own whatever. No, I don't want to go through. Once I'm through with someone, I'm through with them, basically. So for me to even call my sis was a miracle. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. So, but I do love her. I know my sis has been there for me, so it is what it is, I was just appalled all that time, on and off. Not surprised like some would be, but because I'm always on edge. But you guys, I am going to talk to my sis. And sis, if you're listening to this video, I want to tell you I do love you. I am going to be getting back with you, but to help you move, I can't. I'm so busy right now in my life. Although it may not seem like it or whatever, I am, that I can't help you even if I wanted to. Good luck on your move. Because you are moving in a place and you made it known. Good luck. I can't. The other reason why I can't, because I am busy. And I told you that, this lets you know I'm telling the truth. I told you that before I had to move from my last place, that I would be not talking to you as much because I'm working on my stuff. I'm working on myself, and working on myself is working. Not well, I gotta go to AAA. I'm not talking about that, you guys. When I say working on myself is getting my finances together. Okay. I'm getting my life together. the whole kit and caboodle. Nothing mental, nothing going to the hospital and, psychiatrist. No, I got stuff to do. And then I'm a gang stalking victim. So yada, 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 yada. So, with her, sis, I love you. I will be calling you. I know you listen to my content. I hope you listen to this video. And I will be calling you in lieu of this content to let you know, I'm a big girl. Out of both of us, I'm the biggest. You hear me? I'm going to let you know what's going on, and why I did not come through for you. I don't know when you're moving, but I can't. I can't. When I sit up and think about something that I don't know about, meaning how did you know I had to move? The only thought that can come through my head is that that you had something to do with it, maybe, perhaps. And if you didn't have anything to do with it, you knew something about it, that you come clean with me. If you want me to be back in your life, you got to come clean with me. I will not be mad at you. Seriously, you got to come clean. We all err. Any errors that you have ever done in my life, I've forgiven you. I want closure, and you need closure. Okay. Had to say that. Back to the video. 120 in, you guys, and longer than what I expected, but very interesting. You guys, and like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys everything that we talked about. It's just that, if she listens to this video before I get a chance to, because I'm busy, y'all. I'm working on my stuff, my victory dust and all that stuff. I got to get back my finances back to where they used to be. Even more, I don't want nothing where I used to be. I want more, and I'm worth it. Okay. The only way you can do that is go straight business and work on yourself. Then you can have the leisure time to talk and do that. And I've just always been business like that, y'all. Always. I'll talk to you for 2 minutes and I'm off. So y'all get a new phone. Let me tell you what's happening to sum this up. Example, you are a male. Let's take a male, broke up with someone. They thought this person was the sweetest person on the planet. If not the sweetest, they were down with them. What they didn't know in the background was that this person was manipulative, evil, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you guys something, men, about women. If a woman gets money from you, she's going to purr like a kitten in your face. Did y'all hear what I said? She don't want that money to stop now. Game. She got game. If this is just an example, she's going to be that person that you want her to be. Okay? In the bed, in the whatever. She's going to do that. Please don't think that's how the fuck she treats everybody else. Okay. Please don't even think that that's her regular personality. You're being used. Fool. Okay. And I hear people saying over the years, oh, they wouldn't vouching for a person's idiotic ways, but they're not idiotic. They would never do anything like that. I've had, how many people I've had to tell, you don't know what they'll do. I never vouch for someone like that. Now I can give an idea and have in the back of my head that they wouldn't do this or that, but you don't know. You don't know people. You don't. So when it comes to your phone, you guys, there are women out here, as an example. You broke up with men. I want to say this uses as a man situation, but I'm going to keep going. In other words, this is a woman and a man is doing this to a woman. But I'll just keep it like it is. So this man and y'all break up. Y'all break up. Okay, y'all may still talk on the phone or whatever, talk on the phone, but y'all are not together as a quote unquote couple. She's gone her way, you've gone your way. You guys, please know that your damn phone is hacked into. He's okay. You a money bag. No woman's gonna let her money bag just go like that. Getting money from you may be easy peasy. She's not, man, come on. So the thought of you being in a relationship with anyone is out the door. It's not going to happen. Because guess what? Let me turn it to that person. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm not this type of person, y'all. Disclaimer. I'm doing this. I'm giving an example. If I were that person, let's flip the script. I'm that person and now they're me. But let's push me over there. Okay. I'm going to make damn sure that you don't get in a relationship with anyone else, because when we were together, I thought I was the shit. And you're not going to have anyone else in your life. I'm going to make sure that I stay in your life to some degree, calling you, seeing what's going on. What are you doing? How you doing? I'm going to make sure that I stay in your life. I may need to get some money from you. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? So they're out. I always thought I was all that in a bag of chips anyway. So who are these women, okay, that you're talking to? Please know this, you guys. Let me tell you what a woman will do. And my ex-husband, even though his ex-girlfriend, they weren't married, she passed away. Okay. But we were together, and I think when she passed away, we were divorced, as a matter of fact. The time had passed by. But when I met my ex-husband, why do people do this? This person was not in my ex-husband's life, boyfriend at the time, at all. He didn't even exist. Why is it when a person finds someone new, people find the time to call the person all of a sudden every day? Are you hungry? Do you want something to eat? I cooked. Do you want some of it? And even then, that's probably what's going on. You guys, when you break ties with people, soul ties, these are soul ties. I talked about the not the blue cup in the attic. The devil will truly flee, because one of the things that I'm going to be discussing is the different types of, let's see. No, well, let me see. How can I put this? Not ancient. What am I trying to say, y'all? Just stay tuned. Soul ties is one of those things. How witches and warlocks can get attached to you. And spirits, witches, warlocks, spirits get attached to you. And it's all written down. I have it and saved. Wink, wink, just in case somebody wants to do something. But one of the things, I was looking over the works, because I'm done with that. And I'm going to tell you guys, get on that page, because in order to have memberships, you have to meet criterias, and that's information will be membership only. Okay. But at TBCITA. Okay. You guys, one of the things I noticed that I put on there is soul ties. Soul ties are simply relationships that you've had, and that person has had an impact on you. And this is mostly sexual relationships. Once a man, and unless you are a lesbian or gay or whatever, once your genitalia has shaken hands with someone else's genitalia, you have built a soul tie. In other words, keep in mind, whatever baggage that person had on them, you're carrying the bags as well, if not all the bags. Meaning, whatever people they have been with before you, they were there. And the physical or the spiritual, they may be the reason why they act the way that they act, their last relationship. So, y'all, these people, me, I'm going to hack in your phone and see who's calling you. Oh, I'm conniving though. I do my stuff underhanded, man. Oh, is somebody coming over there to see you? Okay. Hacking in your phone, getting word, wink, wink, or whatever, that somebody's coming over. He has a new friend. Guess what I'm going to do if I'm that quote unquote type of person? I'm going to come back in your life. I'm going to step right back in your damn life. You mess with my money, itch. Okay. Or or oh no, he was still calling me and stuff, just checking on me. Now he's not checking on me. Some of these women out here think their stuff is encased in gold. And guess who has them thinking that? You. Because you're not opening up your damn mouth and telling them what they need to hear. You're supposed to be the king. The king. I can't say this how I want to say it because my voice is messed up. But the king is your. Yeah, you're supposed to be the man in all situations. Stop letting women, and this goes for men too. Okay, and I'm okay. I'm just saying, stop letting women run your life that really didn't even mean you any good from the beginning. Break the soul tie. When you break up with people, y'all, that's it. It's hard. I know it's hard. Leave people alone. And the advice that I want to give you guys is you don't have to change your phone number. Don't be mean, because there is nobody that can call me and I don't have a problem hanging up in their face. They know. You know. I may answer my phone if my battery and SIM card is in. Hey, what's going on? Say something. My get rid of game, y'all, is so on point. It's just absolutely amazing. If I don't want to talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you. Blah, 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 blah. Some people need to get like me. We had a thing that we used to say back in the day, get like me. If someone called themselves trying to hate, get like me. Yeah, get like me. Because if I don't want to talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you. We're not together. I wish you very much luck or whatever. I don't want anything to happen to you. But what you're not going to do is re-invite yourself back into my life based on according to what's currently going on in my life. You're not going to do that. We're done. And so you guys bring these people back into your lives and they never left. Gone is gone with a capital G. Gone is gone. Kaput, zero, zilch, nothing, nada. Gone. You wish them the best of luck and you break those ties with people. No one, and I hope people don't take this person, no one should ever cross your threshold that you are no longer talking to. Woo! Let me say that. No one should, and y'all know what a threshold is. No one should ever darken your door that you are no longer talking to. No, unless kids are involved. Let me say that, okay? And I am so not saying be mean to the person, whether you have kids or not. No. You can still be friends, all of that. But when you have people that will hack into your phone, finish the scenario. I'm going to hack into your phone. I was already hacking into your phone. I wanted to know where you were at all times, even when we were together. You just didn't know it. Okay. I want to hear your conversations, even when we were together. You just didn't know it. Oh, who is this slut? Oh, okay. Let me put my fingernails on in my hair. Let me go and get him back or have sex with him again, so that my story can be correct when I tell her we just had sex. Y'all heard what I said? You got these evil witch bitches that come in your life and want to stay in your life and wreck any new type of fucking relationship that you have in the future until you put your big boy drawers on, big girl panties, because they want to still be in control of you and what you freaking have going on. And what they're going to do, hacking in your phone, they're going to call that person. Now, if this person is a scary person, very sweet, I'm going to call her, say, you don't know me, Chrissy, but you know David, you know Steven, it could be anybody, you know Greg, Chauncey. Okay. Yeah, I know him. Who is this? Like I said, you don't know me, but that's my ex-boyfriend. And I got to make up a reason how I got her number. How y'all know how this goes. I was looking through his phone, or just tell the truth, and I saw your number and everything, and I just want to talk to you woman to woman and tell you what is going on. Girl, we just had sex last night. Are y'all supposed to be together? She know damn well y'all together. She been listening to your phone conversation. Y'all, let me get up out for her, because, I'll take you to church. Y'all see what I'm saying? Men, they can go many different ways. But a real woman, let me tell you what a real woman would say. Just what I said. Oh, so what you doing? You hacking into his phone to see who he's calling, and you want to remain in the picture. Is that what you're saying? Because I like to feel and believe that you knew that he was with me before you had sex with him. Ding. And now you want to come and tell me that y'all had sex thinking we're going to break up. Thank you for taking place for me while I couldn't be with my man. Click. Y'all heard what I said. Don't get mad. They've already had sex before. It's nobody new. It's no one new. And I'm not saying men go out and do this. Oh, well, she giving men free reign to be with the ex. No, I'm not saying that. People err, people make mistakes. You did have a relationship with this person. You may still have some fee for them feelings, whatever. I get it. Okay. And don't do this to me. I'm telling you, y'all, I'm just throwing it out there in the universe. Look, there are women out here who your phones are being hacked into, put it that way, y'all. Get a new phone, and all someone has to have, and I got a lot of stuff coming up, especially on TBCIT, especially on both of them actually. Stop people from hacking in your phones, y'all. It's a lot of people that know where you are. They're sitting back behind a shade tree looking at you when you're with your new friend to see what you're doing. It's a lot of evil ass witch itches out here practicing witchcraft. All of a sudden they want to feed you, they want to cook for you, but they putting blood in your shit. They're not my blood in your shit, but they're putting blood in the food, trying to get you back, because it's all about a game. Mostly all of these women out here want to still have control, like Janet Jackson. Control. Now I got a lot. Control. Now I'm all grown up. Y'all, no, you don't have any control. They're going to mess up every relationship that you have in the future, because that's their goal. They're witches. Okay, so I'm gone. 1:37 in. Y'all, this lasted a little too long, not too long, because I enjoyed it. I absolutely enjoyed it, but it lasted a little longer than what I thought. You guys, I just shoot straight from the hip. Please, please, please post your comments, and don't be afraid to do that. Share the channel. Okay. Just copy paste the URL at the top, put it in an email or something. Tell your friends and family, and also share the TBCITA for people that you may have an inclination, or they may have an inclination they're being spied on. They don't know what's going on. Blah, 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 blah. So much coming up on there. Ooh. Okay. So, excuse me, I had to burp. If y'all didn't hear it, you didn't hear it. If you did, I apologize. I'm going to get off of here, y'all. Hasta la vista, Buenos Aires, buenas noches, arrivederci, au revoir, salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Chabela, smooches, gotta go. If I forgot something, it will be a pinned comment where the video is posted, if that's possible. And right now, that's going to be YouTube. Victory Dust, you guys. Check out the Victory Dust information. If you want a listing of my products, please send an email, okay? If I haven't responded back to you guys, why are people hacking your stuff? Now, they're going to leave the regular emails, or they're going to hack in your YouTube and enable people. So, y'all, that's why I had to split this up into 2 videos. You see why now? Because this one is over an hour. People kill the hell out of me hacking in your stuff and changing the settings on your own shit. That video is next. Whoo, and I'm going to go in. Yeah, I got to relieve some tension. I do. I'm finding out Some of these videos, I'm going to be unapologetic about what I say in 25. I've said that in 23 or whatever. I'm going to be unapologetic. And this is just this back and forth thing with me. But I have to be myself. I don't know of anyone else to be. Okay. Matter of fact, there's a song. I may play this song at the beginning of the next video. There's a movie called School Daze, Daze, School Daze. And one of my favorite movies, one in the top 10. And y'all listen to the soundtrack for that. It's a song. I don't know if it's on the soundtrack, but it's called I Can Only Be Me. Y'all, somebody just shot a gun. Why somebody shoot a gun in this breezeway? I'm like, I open the door like, really? I open the door and start clapping. Do it again. Do it again. Y'all hear that? Y'all didn't hear that gun? I was talking over it. I didn't know it was going to happen. So you got people that want you to be scared. These gang stalkers that get these flying monkeys and perps to join in with them. Y'all, if you're going to tell it all. Tell them don't go shooting a gun because KimMeWyatt's not scared. I didn't even flinch. Ignorance. Now that may not have been for me. I've been noticing people shooting their guns here lately. Like once again, back to what I said, you got people that will invite their damn selves into your party, man. It's all the stuff that's going on with P. Diddy. You think you could just come knock on his door regardless of the situation? Okay. I don't even keep up with it because, I got my own stuff to worry about. I'm not in your cat. I don't. It is what it is. You can be up one day, you can be down one day. And if he didn't know that, he should have grown up that way. If you didn't know that, money or not, you can be up one day, proof in the pudding, and you can be down one day and of no wrong of yourself. You just life. Okay. Doesn't mean you're out here being evil or whatever, but do you really think you could have invited yourself to P. Diddy's party? Hell no. So why do people try to invite themselves to your party? You know why? Because the door they think is cracked. See, you haven't gotten to that level yet. Forget about what P. Diddy has done. Think about his finances and the money. Think about P. Diddy himself, not the evilness that he supposedly has done. And I say supposedly because I wasn't there, not focused on it. Okay, but think about him at the height of his career or his mogulism, you know what I mean? Which had been around for a minute. He had been famous and everything for a minute. Think about his finances. The reason why people gang stalk or targeted individuals, not necessarily gang stalking victims. And if you're targeted, you're going to be gang stalked. Targeted TIs. The reason why TIs are targeted, you're doing something. Me. Ooh. Damn, I gotta get next to you. Gotta get next to you. Well, the song is Can't Get Next to You. Yeah, they don't want to see, they don't want, you haven't arrived, girl. We're gonna bring you down. We can't have you're right here in our face. Are you serious? There's no way we're gonna let you go up to the clouds when we can try to stop that. Good luck. Good luck. To all of you hissies, wissies, bissies, witches, warlocks, evil priests, evil priestess, good luck with trying to do that. One day, I pray one day you will realize that you can't do it. I'm still here, idiot. I don't care how hard you try. I'm still fucking here. Dodo bird, my brain is intact. I'm still fucking here. Do you not see me? You see me because you're spying on me. Do you hear me? In parentheses. Do you not see the person that you're hating on right here on this fucking phone? How are you going to stop me? How are you going to do that? Think about that. I'm not in the ground, 6 feet under, already dead, 1 foot in the grave. I'm here breathing very, very well and loud and blah, 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 blah. God on my team, ancestors on my team, those angels that are living here on this planet that God has sent to me on my team. Do you hear me? I have a team with the archangels involved. I got an army behind me. I'm in the front. How are you going to do that? Sit your ass down for the last time, but it won't be the last time in parentheses. Everything I've thought of to get to where I am right now, finances are going to come, okay? And it's nothing you can do. You think I spent all this time doing what I'm doing just to back up because you want me to back up? You and all of your nothingness? Who the fuck are you supposed to be, woo-woo? I did not invite you in my fucking party. Why are you even here? We will never be anywhere together, seen together. Ever. Ever. Okay. You tell him, Kimme, okay? They got a lot of wax in their ears. They're not listening. Go get him a towel with some soap on it, wring it out, and give it to him. How the fuck? What? Y'all, that's the next video coming up. What people got nerves, man? Let me get over it. Hasta la vista, but if I already said it, bye, y'all, bye.